Did you almost run over the little girls with their bikes?
Oh, tonight?
Yeah.
No, I didn't see them when I pulled out.
Good.
Apparently you did then, huh? I could hear kids yelling outside.
Yeah, they were.
Okay, I'm starting the meeting just a few seconds early. Welcome, everyone, to the Monday, September 15th, 2025 meeting of the Board of Trustees. We have a reduced quorum tonight, but we do have a quorum with 3 members here. My first order of business is to call roll. Susan Ainsley.
Present.
Kathleen Yin.
Present.
And Ronnie Hardaway is here. Carolyn Greenwald and Patrick Gillespie, along with our clerk, Jody Dake, are at the NICOM conference for this year. So we do have quorum, and so we can start the meeting. The first order of business is the public comment period. This is a period of the part of our meeting where people who would like to speak on any topic that's not on our agenda can speak. Is there anyone in the, excuse me, is there anyone in the room who would like to speak?
Yes.
Lorraine Capagrossi.
Yep, Lorraine Capagrossi, and I'm a liaison for the planning board this month. So I do have a number of things that I want to bring to the trustees' attention. The first thing is the speeding in the village, specifically Bomax, Norway, and Janiver roads, and over on Dart Drive and Graham Road. I have been frequently walking those neighborhoods on a regular basis for months now, and I'm seeing in at different times of the day, so I'm seeing a lot of what's going on. I do want to say first, though, that the electronic radar sign on Dart Drive is working. So I've seen people slow down for that. I mean, you still have a few people, it's usually at 8 in the morning when people are rushing to get from Warren Road to Trip Hammer, but I think for the most part, it's working. I would love to see another one on Graham Road, maybe down just past Swarthout, because people come around that corner by the Meadows and they're flooring it, you know, and I'm sure you've seen it too, Ronnie.
I have seen it.
So I wanted to bring that to your attention, but what I'm really concerned about is Bomax, Norway, and Janiver, and I have talked to a few of the neighbors in that neighborhood, and they are also very concerned. People are speeding down Bomax, but they're speeding down Norway and then down through Janiver. A lot of the people that are speeding are not from the neighborhood.
Okay.
And they're not stopping at the stop signs that are at the intersection there.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And there are like 5 stop signs there.
Yeah.
And they're just rolling right through. So about a week and a half ago, I almost got hit. I was at the stop sign at Bomax and Norway, and I saw a car coming, and of course I waited. And they went right on by, and I was yelling at them. And there was an older couple who was walking up, they witnessed the whole thing, and they just kind of said to me, we see this all day long, you know? And then 3 minutes later, it happened to me again on the corner of Norway and Ivar's Way. This guy blew right through the stop sign. So anyway, it's a big concern, and the neighbors are concerned down there, especially with those new condos opening up eventually, more people in the neighborhood, there's kids in the neighborhood, there's all kinds of people walking their dogs in the neighborhood. I know that this was brought up at a trustee meeting, a Thursday trustee meeting over a month ago. And I know that John Courtney mentioned that he had extra radar signs.
The radar signs that were removed from Dart Drive, the battery operated signs.
Oh, okay, and he had said maybe he could put one on Bomax, so nothing's happened yet, so I don't want it to be forgotten. I did watch the recording from the trustee meeting from last Thursday.
Okay.
And I heard Carolyn bring it up again, and he said, yeah. I mean, I just feel that it's probably not a priority, but it is for me, and it is for the people in that neighborhood, and I'd really like to see something.
Okay. Yeah.
And as far as the stop signs go, I don't know what the answer is for that, you know, whether to make them flashing or maybe rethink about all the stop signs. Do we need to have all those? Should there be a yield in there somewhere? Or I don't know the answer to that, but one of these days somebody is going to get hit.
I'm afraid you're right. There are just some people who don't observe traffic laws, unfortunately. I've seen it on Dart Drive many times.
No, it's crazy. I mean, yeah, on Dart Drive on that corner, I see people accelerate when they come around that corner, and it's scary.
Yeah, they don't like to slow down, and they have to for the curve, and when they come up to the back end of the curve, they floor it. I have seen that too. I have noticed that since we've narrowed the street, we see the speeds dropped a little bit, but there still are some people who, I saw one car that it was clocked by the radar sign going 55. So the police cars, an emergency car, I could see that, but
Yeah.
a normal car or truck, I don't understand. They're just, I wish we could find a way to enforce upon people that it's dangerous. Or, we have children on that street now, and we're going to have more as soon as the two Habitat for Humanity homes open up. They're going to be pretty close to that curve. So we're going to have to watch that. So I'll mention to John Courtney tomorrow morning to try to find a way. Since those are battery-operated signs that can kind of be moved so that they can be placed in an area where people kind of expect them to be there, and we could see if it calms the traffic, and then move them to another area and see what happens.
Yeah.
So.
I think, once people are alert to this, I mean, maybe it'll help a little. I mean, I don't know, I'm just thinking maybe if they get slowed down on Bomax, they'll come to a stop, and then I don't know what'll happen after that, but I mean, I'm gonna keep watching, but it is, I mean, this morning I was standing there talking to one of the neighbors, and we were on Ivar's Way, and I can't tell you how many people, we just stood there and watched them blow through the stop signs. So anyway,
Well, just be careful, don't jump out in front of.
No.
Just move it.
Monitor and record only, please.
Anyway, it's been really bothering me, so I want to, and I'll probably keep harping on it, Ronnie, so I'm sorry, but until there's some action taken somewhere, but I do think that maybe there should be some thought to that neighborhood
Okay.
and what we can do,
Okay.
both neighborhoods, The other thing is, these are kind of smaller things, and I think I mentioned this to you back in the spring, but on Dart Drive, the stakes with the caution tape that are still along there, can we find out if they still need them there?
According to John, those are there to prevent traffic from driving over the new grass, is to warn them that this is a new grass planting. Until the grass is really established, he said probably next spring we can remove those. The root systems of the grass have to kind of become established and hold the soil better. If we don't do that, the delivery trucks or trucks that come in to do lawn service, et cetera, will run right over that grass and ruin it, and we have to replant. So it's a long process. I thought it was for utilities or something.
Yeah, that's what I
But no,
thought.
it's actually to protect that grass temporarily.
Oh, okay, well, you might want to.
He said that maybe, probably in the spring, they will have had time to establish a full year, and then that, we can remove them at that point.
Because it's only in certain spots, but I have noticed, and you might want to tell them, that stakes have been removed. I
Some
saw
people
one stake
have.
laying on and then another stake was in somebody's yard and whatnot. The next thing I had, and this is my thing, at the end of Northwoods Drive, after you go past Harthill Park, and you, at the end of Northwoods Drive, right before the Village Trail starts, there's a cattle gate there. And there are weeds, and I'm going to show you pictures. There are weeds that I've been watching growing up through there all summer long. They look awful. They're covering the cattle gate, and there's a sign on the cattle gate about dog waste and picking up. You can't even read it.
Right.
And so I just want to ask, and I'm going to show you so you can see what I'm talking about. Here, Susan, you can pass this around. Wait a minute. This is what I'm talking about. I took several pictures. You can't see this sign. But you can pass this around so Ron can see.
So that would be good to just forward to John.
Yeah, if you could just forward this to me.
He doesn't know who I am, and
John Courtney,
he
just
doesn't.
forward it to me, he knows who I am.
Oh, okay, I'll send it to you. I'll send it to you with the note then. I'd like to see that cut down and cleaned up.
Yeah.
And there's also a post, and I can send the pictures, there's a post that they should weed eat around, and when Thursday, when you were talking about the bulbs, that might be a nice place to plant some bulbs in front of that
Right.
cattle gate or something.
My concern is it might not be village property.
Well, that's my concern too, because it doesn't look like us.
It doesn't look
Oh,
like
that's
something.
not your cattle gate with a sign?
We may not own that, but we'll find out.
Oh, okay.
But we can
Oh,
talk to
sorry, I
someone
thought
about
maybe
it.
it was yours. Oh, I just assumed.
No, because if it was ours,
I think,
I don't think it would look like.
I don't
that,
either,
but
but it doesn't
could be
hurt to
wrong.
check.
Oh, okay.
I will check on it.
Okay, I
No,
didn't,
but if it doesn't look well, then we should take care of it or not.
But we'll find out who's responsible for it and ask them to keep it.
oh, okay, so I'll send this to you tomorrow, Ronnie, with an
Or tonight, whatever you want to do.
So then the last thing I have is actually from another planning board member who asked me to share this with you. The new trees that were planted on West Graham Road in front of the graffiti building, there's 3 new trees that were planted when the road was completed.
Oh, okay.
They look very sickly and dead, basically. And they need to be replaced.
That's on Graham Road West.
Yeah, right in front of Eric's building. There's 3 of them in a row, there's 3 of them.
Do we know that? I think we know that. Did John mention that?
He said something at the Thursday meeting, but I didn't know if he was talking about, he said we had to replace some trees on Graham Road, but he didn't say West Graham Road, so I didn't know if he was talking about those, because those trees were planted right at the beginning of summer. But, they probably planted them and didn't care for them after that, and we had no rain this summer, so when you have young trees like that, they have to be watered.
Yes.
So anyway, they're very sickly looking, and they need to be removed.
I can send John a text message, say from tonight's meeting, had some action items for him, and he can respond. And I'll copy you, and that way you'll hear the response.
Oh, okay, great.
Okay?
All right, well, thank you, that's all I have for tonight.
Thank you. These are all good things.
So the 4 items that you're reporting on behalf of the planning board, perhaps we can just send the reply to the entire planning board.
Well, actually, the first 3 were mine personally, my personal items, and the last one was Lisa's. So.
Okay.
Okay. No, it's okay. Anyone else like to speak tonight in public comments? Seeing none online and hearing none, I move that we close the public comment period. I'll need a second.
Oh, second. Do my job here.
I think Kathleen was first that time. Kathleen seconds.
Matter.
All those in favor say aye. Aye. It really doesn't matter. Okay. So our only major topic for tonight is the annual deer management update. And authorization, a request for authorization for me to sign the deer damage permit application for 2025-26. And these documents were sent to us by Bern Blosey. Bern, why don't you give us an update of what's going on?
Well, you keep asking me annually whether we overshoot, right?
Yes.
And the answer is absolutely not. We actually undershoot, and we are not achieving the goals that are necessary to protect trees and other species in the village. So we did a quantitative assessment, planting oaks at like Lynn Leopold's place and a couple of other places in the village. And that's all detailed to some extent in the report that I sent around, and hopefully Jody distributed to you.
Yes, she did.
And we know that for oaks and some other things, browse rate of 15% per year could be acceptable. We are way exceeding that at Lynn's is 80%. That's just over like 3 months. So that's unacceptable. We are not shooting enough deer in the village. And we're losing properties and we're losing participants at the time. So we've been doing this for, I don't know, I've been checking, I think I've done this for the village for 17 years, initially coordinating just hunting. Now it's managing with nuisance permits. It doesn't quite get us to the point that we need to be at. So what I have, we only shot 17 deer last year, or let's not put it last year, but last hunting season, or the operating season. It's no longer hunting. And we lost Baldini property, for example. So we need new places to go to, but it doesn't help us to get the deer numbers down to where it becomes acceptable. We've done something, so people are happy in some places to see old friends reappear in terms of vegetations, and some trees are growing that are fast growing. So that's all good, but it's not good enough. So my proposal is to, number one, renew the application that we have always done over the last decade or something like that for the DEC. So that's basically, I'm requesting that Ronnie signs the application and somebody forwards it to the DEC, to Courtney, so that they can approve the nuisance program. And it's probably a wiser situation to have more people on the board together to have a discussion of whether you are willing to go the route that Cayuga Heights is going.
Yeah, I think that that's a longer discussion. I don't know
Yeah.
much about their program other than the DART and euthanized description of it. I would like to find out more from the village of Cayuga Heights.
I can
how
give
that's
you the
impl-
details on that, Ron, and it's very quick. Basically, hire white buffalo. I don't know what the costs are, but we can find that out
Yes.
from the village. And I think they come in March, and then they go around in the police vehicles that they have, dart deer, get them to bait, and then they are being injected with the saline solution, and then they need to be put into the dumpster because you can't consume the deer.
Yes.
For some reason, that's acceptable. I find it highly troubling that they fought hunting or shooting for so long, and now they go this route where you can't utilize any of the deer meat. But it
Yeah.
would make sense linking up with them because you share boundaries with them. I'll propose the same thing for Cornell University, but these are obviously only proposals. You are the decision makers on that one. And we can have a longer discussion at some point where we talk about the details, because it's not immediately imminent. I'm also not asking to abandon the program that we have right now, because if we have the participants reduce the numbers in the village to some extent and then have the sharpshooters come in, and there is less payment that you need to do per deer if the deer numbers are already reduced. But we can have a longer discussion about that at some
I
point.
think that that's appropriate, and yes, I would like to have a full complement of our trustees in the meeting when we discuss that. That's a fairly major step and change in direction. We would be, I guess, that would be in addition to your current hunting season and extended season, from what you're saying. So we definitely need to have a longer discussion.
Yeah.
I don't think there would be any objection to me signing the application for this year if we can get tonight's trustees to vote. However, maybe it's best to wait until our first meeting in October. Does that put you in a bind, waiting that long?
Yes, it puts us in a bind, because the authorization we typically have would be October. If you look at the participants, when they go out and when they shoot the deer,
Yes,
October, November, and December are the 3 months where the majority of the deer are being taken because it gets into the rutting season. Deer move around. Once comes January, if we have good snow and others, which nobody knows what the snow situation is going to be, the
yes,
deer are particularly coming to food and to bait, but they are much less active. And so you saw 0, 0. I don't know whether I can look it up. I don't have it right in front of me, but I think there were no deer shot in February and March, maybe a couple in January, if I remember correctly. So really need to get going now, to get this application. And once comes hunting season, the people at the DEC are also extremely busy. So I encourage you, if you feel comfortable with that, to get the application in now to the DEC.
okay.
And, that would be my strong preference, because I know what the participants are doing. Once it gets really cold, nobody goes out anymore.
Let me ask you, because the only copy I have is, I don't know if you can see this, it's just a white copy. Is the normal application like a light blue or a pastel color?
No, whatever I forwarded to Jody, Ronnie, is the application. It's black and white. There's nothing,
Okay.
there's nothing else on it. The only thing that you would need to do is date and sign.
Yes, that's at the bottom of this, so.
That's right.
fine.
Everything else I filled out with an appropriate date of the application, and then that can be sent with the justification that I wrote out to the DEC via 2 PDFs or so.
Okay, and we would need to send all of that information with the application from our office, correct?
Yes, I mean, I could do that, but that's not appropriate. I think it should come from
It's better to keep
Jody
it
or
all
from you.
together. Yeah, we keep it all together. When they receive it, they have it, everything. Okay, all right. Well, then I will move that, sorry Kathleen.
No, that's okay. I just wanted to just clarify. So with the bow hunting, will we still recycle that meat for consumption?
In the
As-
program that we run now, so let me clarify something. It's no longer hunting. That's how the DEC does that. We do, because we shoot at night and over bait, so it's no longer regular hunting, but it's all with bows and crossbows. All the meat is consumed. We had different people sponsor things. Either the participants eat it, or we have donated it to Food Kitchen or churches or other places. All the meat that in this program, in the way that it's operating over the last few years, and what we are talking about now, the meat is consumed.
Thank you. I just wanted to clarify that,
Yeah.
would continue
Yeah.
that piece of it. And then, the arguments, the two major arguments were the traffic safety argument, the, vehicle collisions with deer, and then the forest, especially the forest regeneration argument. Is that correct?
You want me to expand on that?
The forest regeneration, sure. 2 minutes.
Yeah, so I mean, you see mature trees in the village, right? So you replant them, but naturally that would no longer happen with the deer numbers that you are having in the village. And Cayuga Heights, with the approach that they're doing, they're making a change now. They were much worse than the village of Lansing was in terms of the number of oaks or other trees that were planted that were then eaten by deer. With the approach that they're taking now, oaks can actually grow up. This is one of the species that we plant. Same with herbaceous ones. That's not going to happen in the village of Lansing right now. Actually, Cayuga Heights does a job for you. The closer you are to the boundary of Cayuga Heights, the better it gets. The fewer oaks are being eaten. So places like where Arleo was, there is a community park that you have, which is basically 2 steps away from Cayuga Heights. They're doing okay over there. You go into the Lab of Oak, close to the village. They're doing great because Cayuga Heights kills the deer that filter in and out in the boundary areas, right? So they're doing a job for you. They're doing a job for the city. They're doing a job for the town of Ithaca. They're helping us at Cornell because of the natural areas that we have, Renwick Slope or Palmer Woods. Those things are coming back because of what the village of Cayuga Heights does to the deer.
Okay, thank you.
Are there any other questions for Bern? No. I will move that you allow me to sign the deer damage permit application from Bern for 25-26. Susan seconds. Any further discussion? Questions? All those in favor, say aye. Aye. Okay, Bern, I'm going to sign this now, and I will put it on Jody's desk. We'll need to wait for her to return in order to get this all packaged up and sent away. She will be back midweek, roughly.
That's perfect. Thank you so much, everybody.
Thank you.
I'm signing off.
Okay, good night, Bernie.
Good night.
There are no other topics on our agenda for tonight, but we'll go around the table. Lorraine, you've said your piece. Susan?
And I have no piece to say.
No, nothing from Susan, okay. Kathleen?
Nothing since Thursday.
Okay.
When I
Yeah, it's kind of
updated
a
everybody.
short window of opportunity there for new topics.
Although the Water Resource Council did meet, and
Okay.
the speaker it was an excellent presentation, so.
Good,
Yeah.
good. Natalie, do you have anything for us tonight?
I watched the video of the Thursday noon meeting specifically regarding the local law. I understand there's some questions. I don't know if you want me to wait until the whole board is together during the public hearing to address them, or? They were fairly minor. The one that really, that pertained mostly to the local law is that Jim McCauley made a comment about me renumbering a section in lieu of adding intentionally omitted.
Yes.
And I just wanted to explain that I did it that way in that section because there are no other internal references to that section, so
Okay.
that a renumbering would not cause confusion. Whereas in the other section, there are internal references, so renumbering would make many errors throughout the rest of the code.
Okay. Maybe at our full meeting, at our public hearing, we'll explain it
Yes,
again.
and I
but
know it's
no, it
going to be
makes sense.
discussed at the planning board meeting, so I'll tell Jim them as well.
Okay, all right, thank you. That's great. I don't think I have anything since Thursday either. No, nothing that I want to report either, so it's okay. I will make a motion that we adjourn for the evening.
Second.
Susan seconds. All those in favor say aye. Okay, our meeting is adjourned at 7:55. Thank you.
Ronnie, I just emailed you that.
The photo. The
Yep,
photo?
I wrote you a little note and then
Good
attached
deal.
the photo.
Good deal.
Thank you for.
I will send it to, I don't want to send it to John tonight because he might think it's an emergency.
Oh, yeah, oh my God.
Tomorrow morning.
We don't need them out there with spotlights trying to figure out.
No, I will do it tomorrow morning.
Oh, yeah, no problem.
I have lots of power, you know, I just,
Yeah.
What is this for?
that's to track your time, I suspect.
Yeah, that's
So
what
we need to start turning this
Yeah,
in.
yeah.
5.
I wish they had actually implemented that like this summer when we were doing all the work
So,
on it. When I think of like, when Lisa and I did all the work on the tree law and then I was at the comp plan and all that, and I'm like,